Next game is the Browns and the Ravens. The Browns took this one 33-31 in dramatic fashion. Deshaun Watson, 20 of 34, 213 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. He also had 8 carries for 37 yards. This is nice middle of the road stuff. I think Deshaun Watson gets a little too much hate for his ability as a fantasy quarterback because this is against one of the best defenses in the league, and he was still able to get us middle of the road stuff. You could do a lot worse than Deshaun Watson. He's not quite CJ Stroud or Jared Goff, but he's like right below that, in my opinion. Jerome Ford was fantastic. 17 carries, 107 yards. Really just amazing stuff. 6.3 yards per carry. This is just further evidence that he should get more carries in this offense because Kareem Hunt, just a 10 carries for 32 yards, but he continued his touchdown streak with a rushing touchdown. I wonder if Jerome Ford's going to get more looks, though, because he is the clear, more efficient back here, almost doubling Kareem Hunt's yards per carry in this one. Harrison Bryant also had a carry for 2 yards, the tight end there. Amari Cooper, 6 catches for 98 yards on 9 targets. If Deshaun Watson is in, Amari Cooper is super consistent, so I think he's a really good every single week sort of play. David Njoku, 6 catches for 58 yards. This is the high end of what he does with Deshaun Watson. Watson doesn't usually throw to his tight ends like this, but here David Njoku is just having a great day. Tied for the lead in targets. Elijah Moore had 5 catches for 44 yards and a touchdown. Great stuff from him. I think you could do a lot worse than adding Elijah Moore as well. I wouldn't say he's a priority add, but definitely a solid guy to have at the end of your bench. Jordan Akins had a catch for 8, the backup tight end. Harrison Bryant also had a catch for 3. Jerome Ford, only the 1 catch for 2 yards is surprising because he usually has more receiving output than this. James Prochet did not haul in his only target, and Cedric Tillman did not haul in any of his 3 targets. For the Ravens, it's tough being a Lamar Jackson fantasy manager right now. 13 to 23, 223 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. He also led the team in rushing, 8 carries for 41 yards. You still got to play him because he's Lamar Jackson, but I understand if you have another quarterback on your roster, like say you picked up Kyler Murray or something, and Kyler just has a spectacular matchup and Lamar Jackson has a brutal one, like the Browns, for instance, then I understand playing Kyler over him, but still, you got to play Lamar Jackson. He just has too much upside as a rusher. There are going to be better days than he has recently. I still think he is a huge buy low. Keaton Mitchell, 3 carries for 34 yards and a touchdown. He looks like he's going to be the RB1 here. It's just a matter of time. Gus Edwards, 11 carries, 24 yards, and a touchdown. Justice Hill also had 2 carries for 7 yards. Keaton Mitchell looks super impressive. You could tell by those yards per carry there. He had most of them on one rush, but still, that one rush was really impressive. It showcased what he could do above Gus Edwards and above Justice Hill. So if Keaton Mitchell for some reason wasn't added in your league, hang on to him. Go at him because he looks spectacular. He could be a league winner towards the end of the year here. Zay Flowers, 5 catches for 73 yards on 6 targets. He led the team in receiving. Good to see him bounce back. I just don't feel 100% comfortable playing him next week and saying that he's back to being that number 1 receiver for this offense. We'll just have to see how this next week goes before we really get back onto the Zay Flowers train. Mark Andrews, only 2 catches for 44 yards. Super disappointing, but there will be better days ahead. Odell Beckham just had the 1 catch for 40 yards and a touchdown. Keaton Mitchell just had the 1 catch for 32 yards. I expect there to be more volume coming his way. Rashod Bateman, 2 catches for 25 yards and 4 targets. He's a safe drop if you got him. Same thing with Beckham. Isaiah Likely had a catch for 5. Gus Edwards, just the 1 catch for 4. Nelson Aguilar did not haul in either of his targets, and Patrick Ricard, the fullback, did not haul in his only target.